there, Tracy here from the West Grey Public Library. Thank you for joining us here for our gentle chair yoga. So whenever you're ready, just gather your chair, clear your space around you, and just making sure that you feel comfortable sitting on the edge of your chair so that you're not slouching back into the back. And then just grounding down through the soles of your feet. You can have your shoes on or off. Just placing the feet fully onto the floor, having perhaps a little bit of space between your knees and a nice tall relaxed spine. We'll just take a moment and just do a little bit of movement with our head, so just dropping the chin. So we'll drop the chin down, and as you do that, just giving a little bit of pressure down into your feet, into your seat, and lengthening up through the back of the neck, the back of the head. And then slowly lifting the chin up towards the sky, dropping the head gently back, and the sense of lifting through the chest and through the heart area. You may even feel as though you get a gentle stretch at the front of the neck. And then exhale again, dropping the chin down. Just moving very slowly between these two movements. Gaining the opportunity to initiate a fuller, deeper inhale and exhale through the nostrils with this slow movement. Exhaling as the head and chin drop down, and inhaling as the chin and the chest lift. Just a few more like this, nice and slow. And then when you're ready, just bringing the head back to neutral and just turning from side to side, just a gentle stretch. The outer edges of the neck. Maybe keeping the eyes open and just gazing off softly in the distance, allowing the eyes to just move with the head. Beautiful. Come back to the center with that. We'll start to inhale with the shoulders up, back, and down, just gently squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhaling, shoulders up, back, and down. Let your exhales just be a little longer and a little slower. Soft through the elbows and the hands. And then relaxing the shoulders down. We'll take the arms out to the side with the palms facing up. Just allow this to roll the shoulders back, just gently. And then we'll exhale and turn the palms down, or maybe even slightly back behind you. The shoulders may feel as though they're rolling forward. So lifting the palms up and back, shoulders back and down. And exhale as the shoulders gently roll forward and the palms turn up or back behind you. Just continuing with this movement from the palms of the hands all the way up into the upper back and chest area of the shoulders. We may start to bring the gentle lift to the chest and the gaze with the movement. Now you'll naturally notice that you want to round the spine a little bit as you turn the palms down and back. And as the palms come up and you lift the palms to the sky, you can find a gentle back bend as the chest and the gaze lift up. And then we'll bring the arms to about shoulder height at that same movement. Opening the heart and the lung space as you back bend. extra pressure into the feet and the seat. Just giving you some elevation to the spine. And then we'll just come up nice and tall with the arms out and the palms down. We'll just bring the left to relax and the right arm and hand can reach towards the floor. And take the head and neck towards the left side. So just a nice gentle stretch to the side of the neck here, a few slow breaths. And then relax that arm as your head comes up, and we'll change sides. So opposite arm reaches out, and head and neck dropping to your right side. And then coming up tall, we'll bring both arms out to the side with the palms facing out or slightly forward. And as you root down, take a full in-breath and reach your arms all the way up, overhead. We'll bring the fingertips together to touch. Relax the elbows and the shoulders. Clasp the hands and send the palms to the sky. Notice that you can find a nice tall and long spine here as you press up through the palms of your hands. Just only extending through shoulders and elbows as much as that feels comfortable. Just breathing here. And then as you release the grip in the hands, just start to exhale and bring them down, and we'll just move through the hands and wrists. So finding circles to the wrists as they come down, as the hands come down. And we'll do that again. Inhale all the way up and touching the fingertips above you, not having the eyes gaze there, but just finding the fingertips to touch above you. Clasp your hands in the opposite way that you normally would if you remember that, and then press the palms up towards the sky. Relax through the shoulders. Nice and tall through the spine and lengthening up through the crown of your head. Take a full breath in here. And then as you exhale, we'll release the hands again and just move again in circular motion through your hands and wrists as you bring the arms down with your out breath. Nice. And another full breath in as you reach all the way up. And then we'll turn here towards the right side. So feeling as though you're turning right from the rib cage, bringing the right hand down to meet the chair and the left to meet your leg. A little bit of pressure of that leg out into the hand, sitting up nice and tall and moving towards your twist. We'll inhale back to center, arms reaching up. Turning towards the left, feeling that movement from the rib cage. Hands come down, left to chair, right to the left leg. So the left leg presses into the hand and you move into your twist on the left side. And then inhaling back through center, fingertips all the way up towards the sky, fingertips touching. And then clasp the hands one last time, pressing them up towards the sky. Reaching up here, and then really finding a little bit of extra press down in through the seat and through the feet, and we'll come up and over to one side. So finding a little bit of a bend here. Side bend through the spine. And then right back up through center and over to your other side. Feeling the seat pressing down into your chair, feeling the rib cage lift off the pelvis, and then come on up, and again, relaxing the hands down at your side. Excellent. We'll take the feet just a little bit wider and bring the hands to rest on the thighs. And then as if you were bringing opposite shoulder to opposite knee, just finding a little bit of a twist through the rib cage, the spine, little movement to your shoulder. Just allow your breath to guide you here, side to side. As if you were going to touch that opposite shoulder to opposite knee. Nice. And then we'll come back up here, up nice and tall. Bring the legs back together, and we'll extend the right out in front of you. So your heel may touch down to the ground. You may grab the chair, and you may lift the leg here. And we'll point and flex through the ankle and through the foot. Then find a nice circle with that foot. And in both directions, circling that around. Nice, and then flex the toes up towards the sky, reach through the heel, sitting up nice and tall, bring your leg out to the right side, and then we're going to press the hand into the leg, and the leg into the hand. There's going to be some activation around the hip area when you do that, so reaching through and sitting up nice and tall, relaxing the shoulders, and breathing here. Nice, and then we'll bring that knee in towards your body, so perhaps grabbing the knee, or even the back of the leg, sitting up nice and tall, relaxed shoulders. And then taking that ankle and crossing it over your knee. If that's a challenging stretch, walk your left leg further away from your body. And then as you sit up nice and tall, you can fold or hinge over your hips, or even just staying nice and tall. And just taking a few breaths here. Nice, and then again, just coming up tall, and we'll take that leg down. Extending through your left leg, whether that heel is touching or the leg is lifted, and pointing and flexing through the foot. And then find some circles, circular motion with the foot and the ankle. So if you do find you're slouching a lot here, just holding onto the chair just to give you a little bit extra support. Both directions with your foot. Nice, and then reach through that heel as your toes reach up towards the sky. And press your leg out to the left side, and the hand will come to the outer edge of your leg, pressing the leg into the hand, and the hand into the leg. So a little activation for the hip. Nice, and then we'll draw that knee in towards you, whether you grab for the knee or the back of the leg, and just giving a little hug towards your body as you sit up tall and relax the shoulders. And then take that leg and cross it over the opposite knee. And sitting tall, perhaps hinging at the hips, and just finding a nice long, slow breath here. Nice, and then coming to sit up tall. And release that leg down. Bring the hands out to the side again, palms facing up. Take a full breath in, reach all the way up. And then exhale as you press the hands down. We'll grab for the back or the sides of your chair. So holding on to that, and as you press down through your feet and through your seat, lifting the chest and the gaze, and just opening up a little more through the upper thoracic area of the spine and chest here. Maybe the gaze lifts. Nice, and then releasing that, just coming up nice and tall. And then we'll take our hands, we'll just come to our forehead. So bring them to the very center of your forehead and just start to massage them, gently pressure, gentle pressure outward towards the temples, and then a few circular motions around the temples. Moving down in front of the jaw space, in front of the ears, and just massaging lightly here, a little bit of pressure. Very good, we'll come back to the forehead, and just smoothing out the skin across the forehead, massaging over the temples of the eyes, and down the front of the jaw, the sides of the jaw, front of the ears. All right, and then we'll take our hands and we'll create a little bit of friction here. creating a little bit of heat in the hands. And we'll take the hands and just place them over the temples. Perhaps closing your eyes and just taking a few breaths, almost as if you could expand the space of the head. Light touch through the hands. Feeling the breath expanding through the body with each inhale. And each exhale just settling into the weight of the bones, into the body. And slow breath out. We'll take those hands again and just create a little more friction. So just some touch points on the head, which can be really helpful just to calm an overactive thinking mind or racing mind, or even a headache or feeling scattered. We'll bring one hand to the forehead, and one hand is just going to come right to the back of the head, right under that bone, the occipital ridge there. You can feel that the palm just kind of nestles in. And again, just breathing into the space of the hands. As if with each breath in, it could soften a little tension around the face and jaw and the head. And then release. A little bit of friction between the hands again. And we'll place them over the ears. Releasing the hands, a little bit more friction. Maybe with that one you could hear your breath, a little more in the internal space. And then we'll bring the palms over the eyes here. Just a gentle touch over the eyes, feeling the warmth of your hands, softening the muscles of the eyebrows and around the socket of the eye. And then releasing, take the hands. We'll just take one of the palms to the opposite shoulder and just give your shoulder and the side of your neck just a little squeeze here, just to get some blood flow moving. And then we'll squeeze all the way down that arm. And then just release out the hand. Warm up the hands just again, just a little bit. Place that opposite hand over your opposite neck and shoulder. A little squeeze there. Next, and just releasing from that, we'll bring the palms of the hands to our thighs, and just above the knees. We're going to be really light touch, so not to make the knees feel uncomfortable, but when you're tapping here, that you may feel a little bit of a vibration kind of down into your feet and into your heels. Just getting a little bit of the lymph moving in the body. So as we tap down through the knees, we can start to come up towards the tops of the legs, towards the pelvis. So just doing some gentle tapping and just moving again back down towards the knees. And then we'll come to the outer edges of the legs. So just pressing, tapping from knees to hips. And then down from the hips to the knees again. A little bit on top of the knees. And then maybe step the feet a little wider. We're going to come up the inner thighs, so just gentle tapping here. Again, just getting the lymphatic system moving, the waters of the body flowing. So just tapping here on the inner thighs, come up to the tops of the thighs. We'll go back down towards the knees. Again, just gentle tapping on the knees to the outer edges of the legs, all the way up towards the hips, across the top into the inner thighs. And we'll go down towards the knee, and then up the tops of the thighs. And then just just release that. I'm just going to smooth that out. Maybe even just brushing down the arms again, gently. Nice. And just going to notice some of the sensations that maybe you created there from that touch and the tapping into the legs, a little stimulation into the low body. And then we'll take our hands, just warm them up a little bit, placing one over the heart and one over the belly. Maybe closing your eyes just for a few moments to bring the gaze inward again. Softening the jaw, the tongue at the back of the throat. Feeling the breath moving in and out of your nostrils. Relax through the shoulders and neck. Feeling the hands receive your breath as you fill the space of your body, and even into the upper back where the hands are not touching. Feel the rib cage moving. Notice if your mind wanders or drifts. We always have the choice to just come back, noticing how your body breathes in and breathes out. And just relaxing the hands down in your lap, keeping the eyes open as you begin to move into the next portion of your day, your next activity. Just finding a nice smile to the eyes, to the mouth perhaps, and maybe even to the upper chest and back. Take a full breath in and a sigh out the mouth. We'll do that one more time. Big breath in the nostrils and a sigh out the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me here today. And just a reminder that we're here live on Thursdays at 4 o'clock for our gentle chair yoga. And if you've missed the session, the recording will always be posted to our YouTube channel. So thank you for joining. Have a great week. Take care.